Alright guys, so welcome to round 2. Now this match did start a little late, so it started off with activate reinforcements of the army, and then he went ahead and used Stratos to go ahead and search a forest. So little late for start on the recording. Sadly on our part we did move the area, as you can see, so there is less glare. But round 2 of the OTS winner box is against heroes, and I believe a very interesting ABC list. So it looks like the hero player is actually just going off here. He's doing all the standard hero stuff, goes ahead and uses Forest, tributes Forest to go ahead and get increase, goes ahead and summons Vion. Then he goes ahead and sets Shadow Mist, which goes ahead and adds a hero. He's then going to go ahead and link summon from the looks of it. Okay, and he summons the new evil, well, the not so new, it's quite old, but one of the new hero link monsters. The one that goes ahead and searches any monster listed on a hero fusion monster. So he goes ahead and adds elemental hero Neos after revealing, I believe that's Shining Flame Wingman Neos, or Shining Flare Neos. It's not Shining Flare Neos, but it's Neos Flame Wingman. I believe it's something like that, so I do apologize if I'm not getting the names right, guys. But he then goes ahead and summons Wonder Driver after that as well. Okay, so he used the Stratos and the new extra hero to summon Wonder Driver. Interesting choice. And then he passes with a set card. Okay, so tuning is activated on the ABC player's side, and he's going to go ahead and add from his deck to his hand a, well, the new Synchron monster, I can't remember its actual name, but he does mill and infinite impermanence, and he discards a Lubellion. I'm pretty sure this is ABC, guys, but he's playing the new Synchron with the Bystials to go ahead and search the Bystial that sends from the deck to the graveyard. I do apologize that I can't remember all of these names. I think it's Saranir, something like that. And he goes ahead and summons the Synchron. Okay. Paying 700 life points to go ahead and special summon that. And then he's going to Synchro Summon. Synchro summons into a Riser Dragon. Okay. Well, sorry, an Axel Stardust Dragon, which will go ahead and summon back the, I believe it's Rocket Synchron. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Rocket Synchron, guys. So he goes ahead and summons back the Rocket Synchron. And he's going to go ahead and link those two to go... Oh, wait, no, it's Assault Synchron. I can see it now. And he makes the Desparta to go ahead and have Desparta in the extra monster zone from the looks of it. He is a little off on his zones, though, so he might just be a little too far ahead. So he uses Assault Synchron with the Stardust Excel, and he's then going to go ahead and tribute it to summon the Lubellion, I think? Or is that why he's putting the... Yeah, so he tributes it to summon the Lubellion, and then uses the Assault Synchron, banishing it, to summon back the Despair. And yeah, from the looks of it, he's got his zones a little off. He's a bit too far ahead. He's got it in the extra monster zones. And he goes ahead and, well, gets a Bestial Beast. Or sorry, a Branded Beast, which will give him the ability to tribute the Lubellion. And then he uses the Dispouter to summon back the Assault Synchron. Okay. And then he's going to go ahead and Synchro Summon again to summon out, probably Baron, right? And yeah, he summons the Baron. I think he needs to move his cards back though, like that's going to be a bit annoying all video. So he goes ahead and normal summons a Assault Core now after all that, and uses, okay, so he uses Furion King Regulus to equip the Assault Synchron and special summon that as a negate. Uses the Baron to destroy the set. He's going to chain the Infinite Impermanence. I'd have probably used that sooner though, probably on the Despater, just to prevent the free special summon. Interesting choice that he used it there. So he's going to go ahead and now attack into the hero, which is going to allow him to special summon a hero in defense mode. So he attacks and destroys that. Okay. And he's going to use Cooled by the Grave. That's an illegal play, depending on what he just did, because you can't do that if it's an attack, and the only way you could have killed it in that situation was attacking. So I believe that is a misplay, but I think that's just game at that point for the hero player, and he chooses to scoot. But Cooled by the Grave was illegally activated there. Not very good from our ABC Bestial a Synchron player. Very interesting list though. Even though that was technically a cheat because he wasn't legally allowed to go ahead and activate that Called by the Grave during the damage step, it's still an incredibly interesting deck strategy right now that we're seeing here. Like mixing ABC with the Bestials and everything else, I don't think anyone's really doing that right now. So it's very cool and spicy to see. But they are both siding right now. We're going to see what they're going to go ahead and side into. See how they change their builds and how they go from here. So the ABC player is done siding now. We're going to go ahead and see what the hero player is going to do as well after he's done. goes ahead and power shuffles, making sure their decks are properly mixed, guys. If you are ever playing in a tournament, I would highly recommend power shuffling your decks, just because it will ensure that the deck is properly mixed. You're not going to have any clumping. It's just the correct thing to do when you're in actual tournaments, guys, because it just makes sure that your decks are properly shuffled. And also make sure you give a final cut to your opponents, because technically you can also stack that way if you know what you're doing, but just be careful. Okay, so who is going first? Probably our hero player. Let's go ahead and see what our hero player is going to do. So he goes ahead and normal summon Stratos. Stratos is going to go ahead and search a hero card. What's he going to go ahead and search? Like, I'm curious to see what he'll search, because like he could search Forest, obviously, but there are a ton of other hero monsters in the game that he could search, and if he already has the Forest, getting Mally would be good. And he does get the Mally here. Okay. The Mally is a good choice to add, and it looks like the mat's just been put on an angle a bit, which is a bit distracting, but it's fine. So he goes ahead and discards Mally, summons the Forest, and oh, I just saw a bit of his hand. I think he's got an increase in his... Yeah, he didn't use Forest to go ahead and put the increase into his spell and trap card zone. That's unfortunate, but he does have favorite contact as well, so he does go ahead and set one. And it looks like he's going to link summon here. Does go ahead and link. Summoning out. What's he going to summon? Like, there are multiple options he could summon. He could summon the Cross Crusader, he could summon the Infernal Gainer again, or the... It's like Infernal something. The extra hero Infernal something. I can't remember it. But he does have a Saronir to go ahead and banish the Mally from the grave. That's really good. Bystials are very good against heroes. So, very bad matchup here with the ABC Bystial deck. Like, it's just a very good thing to play against this. But he does go ahead and summon Dread Decimator. Okay, that's an interesting choice here. He does have 3 heroes in grave, so it does gain a bit of attack points. And what's our ABC Bystial deck going to be doing? So he normal summons a Assault Core. Okay. A Assault Core was normal summoned. And he goes ahead and activates Favorite Contact in response to that normal summon of A Assault Core. Okay, so what's he gonna get then? Because, well, he's gonna use Favorite Contact, so he could summon DPE, and it looks like he is gonna go ahead and summon DPE, putting both the Mallies on the bottom of the deck. So, and that's exactly what the hero player is gonna do. So he summons DPE in defense mode, meaning all of his monsters are gonna be losing some attack, and DPE is gonna be gaining a bit as well, thanks to the Dread Decimator on the board. Okay. So, let's see what this player is going to do. He's going to go ahead and summon a Chaos Angel, which is going to be protected from battle and also card effect destruction. Like, that's really strong. That is actually really good. Like, it's going to be a very big issue. And he just allowed the DPE to be destroyed or banished. He should have just chained it. Even though he couldn't destroy, it would still be coming back next turn. That's a very interesting choice. I wouldn't have done that myself. And it looks like the ABC player chose to send a Magnum up. That's another choice that I probably wouldn't have done. I would have probably still sent the Lubellion, just so it's set up in the graveyard. And he does have branded, I can't remember the exact name. The branded spell that can go ahead and draw a card. Like, you'd think I'd know all the names of these cards, but I don't remember them all, guys. I do apologize. But this is, it's the branded spell that can draw a card. Like, it can go ahead and revive Bystials if your opponent summons, and it can also go ahead and draw a card when shuffle away a card when a branded is, a light or dark monster is banished. I just can't remember this. And actually, it kind of makes sense to an extent playing in this, because if any of your ABC cards are banished, you get to just go ahead and put them in the deck again, which is kind of cool. So he's going to go ahead and now activate Union Hanger, go ahead and get the Union Driver, banish the Union Driver, which will equip C, and then special summon the C. Okay, and he's going to go ahead and put the... well, that puts the Garnet back in deck as well. That's pretty good. It means that he can keep reusing the Union Hanger. That's actually really smart. That's great synergy. Like, I really am impressed with this branded ABC Mix Mash. Like, this is actually incredibly interesting. Okay, so he goes ahead and summons IP Masquerena here. IP Masquerena is gonna, after link summoning with B and C, and he's gonna go ahead and use B and C's effect. Now, here's my question: did he have A, B, or C in hand? I don't know if he did, because you can't actually technically use that if you don't. So, little bit of a error state, but he did have a B anyway. So it's fine. Like, that's good. It's really annoying me, guys, what this branded spell's name is. But it looks like that is gonna be game. And yeah, like the ABC player did win this game. Very interesting. And yeah, I can't wait to see what the next match holds, because these matches are interesting, even though I do see maybe a misplay here or there where you weren't legally allowed to do it. It's cool to watch some matches that you weren't playing, because you get to see some perspectives from some other players. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this match. We'll see you guys in round 3.